Welcome to a little segment I like to call Bumps and Bends. Hey guys, here we are again for Bumps and Bends. This is Silverstone International for the Formula Sprint. It's a great little track for this car. And this fixed setup is grippy while also being loose. There's traction while there's also a lot of wheel spin. You got to control understeer, oversteer. It's a great combo. Having an absolute ball. I've already had 2 races. The second race, much better than I had ever expected, and I'm really happy with my pace so far. So let's have a look at the lap. I got down to a 59.0, which is pretty competitive, but that wasn't until lap 10. At the start, I'm finding more so than other tracks for this season, the tires are really cold and the brakes are really cold. So be cautious on your first 2 laps, but you'll feel it grip up and you can just throw the car around and abuse the track as much as possible. So let's have a look at 59.0. Stick through here. Can cut that corner more, but the priority is outright speed. Throw the car into that towards the sausage, against it and towards the sausage. For the side road on the left to cut, and it's really important to get out of that corner. If you take it too wide, you get a slow down. There's a really fine line between getting good traction out and getting penalised. Use the downforce here to really hold the car in on the throttle as early as possible. Find your braking point, throw it at the sausage again. Throw it at the sausage again. It's all about getting good rear traction out of there. And that is a 59.0. So let's have a look at the track itself. So out of the last corner, I'm actually not using as much track as I possibly should. I find shortening the circuit yielded the best delta. I could probably use more circuit a little bits here and there, but I'm not too bad. Well, I've gone wide there. I'm finding you can actually aim for the right tyre to go over these curbs and you won't get an X. But your exit speed is the most important. Once you go out here, you can just keep it flat. The downforce will hold you down. And then cut it really tight in there, shorten the circuit. And I'm finding the braking point, first 2 laps are around here, but you find as you go along, you can brake roughly about here. I was braking into 2nd gear for this corner, but I was losing a lot of time, and watch the fast guys do it, and they use 3rd and they just throw the car in. Braking, hold it straight, and then just look for that sausage curb, 3rd gear, and just throw it towards that sausage, and you'll find the car rotates itself. And then get on the throttle really early, push out wide, wide, wide. And now you're aiming for this next sausage. One of the leaders, he actually hit that sausage and it rode his car off. So don't hit it, but aim for it. Now this point of the track is extremely tricky. And I'll show you why. You can't actually see the corner. You cannot see that corner at all because it dips downhill. But what I'm doing, you see the corner really late, and I'm finding any sort of hesitation and you're ending out wide. So you can see there's understeer there. But just find that you can get on the throttle but not too wide. If you get anywhere near those cones in a race, you'll get like a 1.1 second slowdown, which is really painful. So what I'm actually aiming for, if I can get my cameras right, this road here is my turning point. I'm actually driving towards that road, and it's quite bumpy along here, so it's unsettling the car. Even as you're trying to go over the actual circuit, there's bumps here over the Grand Prix circuit, so it unsettles the car, but you're still just trying to get the car towards that road and use that road there as your turning point, because you can't actually see the corner, and you just want to get onto that ripple strip, but don't hit it too aggressively because you're controlling the understeer here now, and now you're using oversteer to push it out. More bumps, try not to go too wide, and maintain as much momentum through this straight as possible. Try not to hit the limiter. It's really easy to try and stretch the gears out, but as soon as you get to this dot, the gear change. As soon as you get to this dot, as soon as that dot goes, pump another gear out. Better doing that than losing momentum. So I'm actually aiming for roughly this section here. And then I'm not actually using much brake, I'm using the downforce and the gearbox to pull the front end in, because the car's naturally understeery. But you go down to fourth and it really pulls the car in here, and you're just hanging on, and what you're looking for is to get on the throttle as early as possible. You can see I hesitated there just the tiniest bit because it felt like I was going wide. A little bit off. Now you can use this part of the track to straight line the corner, but not too much. So I've not used much at all there, but you can go a lot wider. Test it yourself in practice of how much you can use. And then coming up to this part of the track, I found, for me personally, there was a lot of technique involved. During the race, the first 3 laps, use this part to brake. You'll find with cars around you, they're braking earlier, so you're going to have to sacrifice some time at the start of the race to survive and yield a really good pace towards the end. This is my lap 10, and the tyres really come on, but it's only an 11 lap race, so you got to get there first. Once you're on and the tyres are warmed up, try using this whole white section as a braking marker. I'm probably looking at a roughly around about here. A lie. So I'm braking, yeah, in the first section of that. So brake straight, and then find that point where you can just throw the car in second gear. And there's a really useful bump on the ripple strip at the exit. And you can see how it just turns the rear end. You're actually using the bump to turn the car. And you want to get over here as much as possible to make the following corner a lot shallower. I'm going out as wide as I can, second gear still, and you'll find as soon as you start losing traction, pop it into third, just at that right point, and you'll find that delta will just really throw itself down. Try not to use all of the track. An F1 car will. This is not an F1 car. Cut it early, shorten the circuit, and then straight line, and that is 59.083. One last thing I want to look at is your control line. There's a lot of circuit here from the time the safety car goes in here. If you're in pole position, there's your control line here. And there's a lot of circuit before the start finish line. So there's going to be a lot of games played. Just be aware of it and know that if you're up the front, you can pump it. The green light will not come on until now. So but if you're the leader, you're able to take off now at this white line. So I'm going to put 2 videos up today because I've just had a cracking race and a really good pace. And yeah, I hope you enjoyed this version of Bumps and Bends. I look forward to doing the next one. Have a great day. Subscribe if you haven't. Come check me out on Twitch on the weekends, and I'll see you next time. Bye.